What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the podcast. We're pumped to have you here hanging out with us. This is another episode of Guys from the Gym, where myself, Nathan, Amy, Jimmy, and Zach all get together, talk about life, talk about the gym. We do taste tests and we do funny trivia and all sorts of other randomness. All of us here compete in strongman, and so you'll hear a lot about that. If you're new to the show or if you've been following along with us for a while, please like, comment, and subscribe to help us build our audience. We really appreciate all the support. Want to let you all know that this episode is brought to you by the IronFortressGym.com. If you're looking for help with your training, trying to get healthier and stronger, you can go there, contact them, they'll help you out. Also, if you're looking for sweet and frosty merch, you can go there, look at their hats, t-shirts, backpacks, all sorts of cool stuff. Use code IFG for 20% off at checkout. Without further ado, let's get to the show.
Yeah, I have to.
That's all right. Anyway, what you guys been up to this week?
Not a whole lot. Just hanging.
Jimmy's got some news. Drum roll.
I am a commercial pilot now, so
Nice,
you
dude.
guys can pay me.
Dude, yeah.
It's been a.
Dude, you did it.
That's awesome.
We're there.
Dude,
I
you did it.
So what's that mean? Like you can
pay me to fly a banner for your gym.
Can you fly people for money?
No.
How long until you can?
You're
fly
a commercial
people for
pilot,
money?
Jimmy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I can do everything that I want.
I asked a question. How long until you can fly
asked
for
a
money? Like fly people? It's a certain amount of hours.
Yeah, so I mean, once I get my instructor certificate, then I'm just flying people.
How many
to instruct.
hours how many in air hours would it take?
1,200.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Do you
But
have?
once you get like more hours, like there's other jobs that come along, but
Sure.
it's a more complicated answer than just a set number of hours.
It
But I
was
mean,
a
is
box
the-
and we checked it.
No, for sure, that's awesome. But is the goal one of the jobs before you fly people, or is the goal ultimately people in plane?
No,
like commercial,
so
like United.
yeah. So the goal right now is to start instructing that way. Like people are paying me for that, but I have to get through the next rating or certificate for that.
He's gonna be a teacher.
Yeah. So I'll teach people how to fly for a
That's
little
awesome.
bit, and then when I get to so many hours, and there's other like
Yeah, I feel like you're not answering the question I asked.
there's
That's
other
okay.
avenues to go down to where
No,
like if
hey, you're giving me options and
Yes.
the things on the list.
Right.
That's dope, and I want to know that. I'm saying, what's the ultimate goal?
ultimate goal is Delta.
Okay. Do you think once you're at like 1,200
Delta Force?
Yes.
tip of the spear?
Tip of the spear, dude.
C-130s just coming
Oh
in
my
hot,
gosh.
all black.
What's the thing that roasts hot dogs over the
A spit?
A skewer.
tip of the spit?
Skewer?
Tip of the spit. Skewer. That might be
Skewer,
it.
that
No,
could
spit
be.
is the.
That's
I
for
don't know.
when you're turning it. For like you're
Oh.
cooking like a full pig.
So that full open the set of those pesky half pigs, you know.
Yeah.
What so like when you're at like 1,201 hours, are you like
No,
gonna
so-
get that job, or is it going to take more than that?
It's more than that. So like right now, I think American Airlines just bumped up their minimum, so they're looking at like 2,800 hours before you can get up there. But
So is it one of those
it's,
things?
It's
that
kind
you
of
go-
like a stepping process.
Do you go to like, I'm not using the word properly probably, but like a lesser airline to get your foot in the door,
Not necessarily.
get your hours, and then go to the bigger one?
But
So,
he
like,
could start at
yeah.
like the 900 mark
So
at a smaller airline.
800 to 1,000. Like there's other companies out there that'll pay you to go.
Do you have to
like-
wear a hat?
No, not always.
That sucks.
Um,
I want a hat.
Can I say something real quick? Jimmy's gonna look. You know what they wear? You know what the pilots wear? Like the suit with the
Little white
the
button-up
jacket,
shirt.
and then it's got like the tie, and then they have like the pin things on their
It's
jacket.
going to look like a trick-or-treater.
He's gonna look. That was really good. That was really good. He's gonna look. It's gonna go straight to his head. I mean,
No.
I'll tell you where it's
No,
going to go.
hold on, Jimmy,
I think it's
let me
going to go
finish.
straight to his thighs. It's not
Dude,
a very, not a lot of action up in the cockpit.
oh, that's true. That's true.
We gotta really hammer down when he gets up in the cockpit.
Dude, I can't wait to see him in that little suit thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, he's like a child's XXX.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I hope you bow tie. I don't want like a regular tie. I want a bow tie.
I don't think they allow
He does a
bow
little
ties.
more. He
Really?
does a little
Yeah.
more high and tight, like haircut. Leaves the mustache.
Let the mustache get a little bit rowdy. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like a
my
little bit
God,
rowdy.
dude, I'm sweating just talking about this.
Yeah, I'm percolating. I don't even know what that means, you know? I feel like something's bubbling. You know
I
what
can't
mean?
wait, dude. That's crazy. That's sick, man. So you're officially a commercial pilot.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So I can be paid for banner towing,
Banner.
banner.
That was a banner.
Yeah, banner, aerial photography,
That seems dangerous.
Yeah, that's
ferry pilots. So like I can like
Pardon?
Excuse
ferry-
me?
like ferrying. So like I can, if you own a plane, you
I
can
don't.
hire me to fly that plane from here to
Oh,
Chicago if you're going to be moving up to Chicago.
Yeah. You
That's
fly ferries around.
Yeah.
The woodland nymphs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Saved it.
You know what? Also, and where's Ting Ting now?
Yeah.
You know, where's
She
Ting
works
Ting
at
now?
Garmin right now.
Seems like a good gig.
Seems like
Yeah.
she's making pretty good money.
Seems
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
but
know.
is she a commercial pilot?
No.
Si-
Hey, real quick. No.
No, so there was a guy who used to work where I work right now, and he went to go work at Garmin, and now he doesn't. So it
does
seems
that
to be a
have- what
pretty
is- what is
tough
that?
job.
what are we talking here? Like, is
Put
it just
the watches together.
you build
No,
watches?
I think they were doing stuff to
navigation.
to build like certain types of navigation systems and or
No, I think it's
databases there.
I think it's a Santa's workshop sort of situation where it's like assembly line. They're putting them together. You know what I mean?
They have the little wooden hammers.
Yep, exactly. Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Yeah, cotton. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You knew what I was
Elf
thinking.
reference.
All right. Well, how do we capitalize on this? Like, I mean, how do we start turning revenue with this?
How does this play out
For me.
For me.
Well, that's a good
Don't
question.
say banner. I'm
no,
not paying
I
you
don't
for
want to hear
anything.
about aerial photography and.
I mean, we
friggin'
could. You guys could set
ferries,
up like
okay?
scheduled tours to tour Columbia, and one of the places that is toured is your gym.
Put up a sign.
And I could fly around the building a couple times and
I-
just be like, "This is the
Put up a
premier
sign.
strength."
I
Make-
told
make
him
a-
today what he should do is get into like the drone, like the really expensive drone, because you have to have a commercial license
Can you
for
ride
that
on
too.
that? Oh,
And then he could like
It's a
do
different
people's
test, but
Can you work for the organization that sends storks with babies? Can you like drop babies off in parachutes?
I can't be hired to carry passengers or property. So
Better news. I hear tell that we've got a little trivia in the mix.
We do.
you have your glasses too, Jimmy. That's why I was saying something.
Oh, they all have sunglasses on.
I don't.
Trivia, dun, 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 dun. Amy.
Okay, everybody.
She's not that tall, but she's got.
bunch of studio DJs.
guess a number. 1 through 75.
66.
21.
What was it between, Amy?
1 through 75.
1 through 75?
Why aren't you listening?
73.
It was
Gang,
5.
gang, 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 na, na, na.
So
Jimmy's
Jimmy, yeah.
Trivia with Amy.
What's the topic?
Hang on.
Female.
Geography.
Flying.
Geography.
Oh, it's
Ah.
historically not.
You look
good.
good, Jimmy, right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You do too. I like your blue ones.
Yeah. Here's your purple.
All right.
Okay, Jim. Ready. What is the smallest country in the world?
Lithuania.
No.
Azerbaijan.
No.
Oh, can I redo it?
I don't care. That's up to them.
Can I redo it?
Austria.
Can I redo it?
Well, sounds
Can I
like
redo it?
that's up to them.
That's a final answer.
All right. The answer is Vatican City.
It is Vatican City.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you would have.
Wow, did you really know it from the start?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And why didn't you say that?
I forgot it.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
it sounds
well,
like
you,
it was.
you didn't get that point.
My turn. Hey guys, I already missed the point. You don't have to kick me now. Okay.
What is the name of the longest river in Africa?
The Nile.
Yeah. Okay,
Could be 2 points, but
Nate.
I don't know, friends.
In which country is Stonehenge located?
Montana.
It's Scotland, right?
No.
Frack.
Indonesia.
What?
No.
Ireland.
England.
Oh,
Whoa, is it really?
Oh, I was thinking Easter Island.
you know the
Never mind.
problem? all those three places that me, Nate, and like England, whatever you
Yeah.
said, we're at the same place.
The same place. Yeah.
Same place.
Same place.
Okay.
Europe.
This one, we're just going to go with the closest. How many total islands make up Hawaii?
7.
No.
6.
No.
57.
132.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. I knew
really?
it was a ton. I heard somebody talking about it. I knew it was like
Wait, what was your answer?
57.
Zach,
Yeah.
what U.S. state is the home to no documented poisonous snakes?
What state? Alaska.
Correct.
Oh, good one, man. I wasn't thinking that. Oh.
Nate, what U.S.
Would've got that
state
wrong.
would you visit if you wanted to see Mount Rushmore?
That's that's in the Dakotas. It is
You get 2.
it's in North Dakota.
South Dakota.
No.
Dang it.
I've been there.
Okay, Jimmy, what is the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Yeah, hey,
That's not fair.
you know
that's-
how childish he is.
That's not.
You had snakes.
You know how childish he is. He only knows the bad words.
Zach, what is the capital city of Iceland?
Reykjavik.
Yes.
Wow, really good.
Come on, man.
Dude, really
that was
good.
so easy.
That was not
the one
easy.
city
I would
you
have
knew.
missed that.
Nate,
know more.
which country is also called the Netherlands?
I don't.
5. 4.
Sweden.
No.
5.
Scandinavia?
No.
Amsterdam.
Holland?
What?
I thought it was Amsterdam. Hey, Jimmy's turn.
That's
Okay.
not on any maps.
What does Uranus smell like, Jimmy?
Sulfur.
Yes.
And we know what it sounds like because Amy talked about it on that one podcast.
Right. Sounds like a phone vibrator.
Yeah, she was making that
It
noise.
sounds like a 2 a.m. phone call.
Yeah,
by
she was like, "Are they
Tucker
doing
Falls."
construction out there?"
What are those fireworks, Amy? Lady fingers that you light? It's on a machine gun that Kevin McAllister puts in the pot in Home Alone.
Firecrackers?
Firecrackers?
Aren't they called lady fingers? Am I crazy?
I have no idea.
Firecracker. It's
I would say
firecracker.
firecracker. Zach, what planet is closest to Earth?
Feels a little bit less of a geography question, but
Well, still
It's land.
ish. We only have 5 more questions left.
I'm
You guys
gonna-
are flying through these.
I really don't know. I'm going to say it's Mars.
Nope. What planet is closest to the Earth, Nate?
Is it Venus?
No.
Okay.
Mercury?
Yes, and what really sucks is it's
No,
like
it's not.
it says Venus is a second close.
I knew it.
So
I knew it. I knew it.
How
was
is it goes Mercury, Venus, Earth? How is Mercury closer?
it says like I actually double
I
checked that
believe
one.
you. I don't believe them.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's bull crap.
Bull crap. Jimmy.
Nate's turn.
Oh, is it his? Okay.
As I guessed Mars. And I was wrong.
Nate, what type of animal was the first to orbit in space?
it? It was a chimp, right?
No.
Dang it! I think I know what it was.
Jimmy?
A dog.
It was a dog.
Yeah, it was. I think I saw that. It was a stray dog.
It was a dog. The Soviet Union put it up in 1957, and he didn't make it back down alive.
Aw.
That's because he never went.
His name is Lakia. I don't know. Either way. Zach.
Jimmy.
Oh, it's Jimmy. Gosh, I'm off.
Well,
what?
this is Amy's rules. I can take it if you want.
You can do
We only
whatever
have
you
3
want.
left.
You can do whatever you want, Amy.
Last round.
Last round.
I feel like Jimmy's winning hard.
Jimmy is winning hard. What state's motto is Eureka?
They make vacuums, right? Don't they do Eureka vacuums? I'm sorry.
Vermont.
No.
I'm so upset right now, and I cannot hide it.
I'm so excited.
Well, clearly, that's going to be, one of those East Coast states. Going to go with
Don't pick the one I'm going to pick, though.
South Carolina.
No.
It's definitely New England.
No.
It's not a state.
I know.
So I have another portion to this if you want it to go around.
I do. I would like
Okay.
that.
This state's nickname is also the Golden State. So Jimmy?
California.
Yeah.
How is that Eureka? I guess Silicon Valley.
I don't know. I don't. Me,
So
I think it's my question.
and
this
Eureka
round.
means I have found it. That's like that's what it says.
Eureka.
found it.
Is that a gold rush thing?
I guess. I don't know. Okay.
But wasn't the Gold Rush?
Zach?
Colorado. Okay.
Which state's motto is Sic Semper Tyrannis?
Sick. Sick.
It's
Semper.
Latin.
Semper.
Tyrannus.
Tyrannus.
Which translates to thus always to tyrants.
Sounds like it's a colony
Virginia.
state.
Yes.
What the frick?
So the next
That was a good one.
If that
You
would have
did
gone
good.
all the way back around, the state's nickname is the Old Dominion. So
Oh yeah.
Didn't need it.
It's the state for lovers.
okay, final question. What state's motto is "Live free or die"?
Dang. That's sick.
Is there a two-parter to this one too?
Is
Okay.
this the last question?
And you only have one, so
Oh, man, I really need. Can I have the other part?
Yeah.
you want to do it that way?
It's not going to matter if I.
It is the nickname is the Granite State.
What?
Yeah. So live free or die, and it is nicknamed the Granite State.
I have no idea.
Give a guess.
Arkansas.
No.
Massachusetts.
No.
Nebraska.
New Hampshire.
Ah man.
That's dumb. New Hampshire shouldn't get that cool of a.
I was closest.
Yeah, you were.
Nebraska, New Hampshire.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Jimmy
closest.
got 6, Zach got 4, and Nate got 1.
Oh.
Hey, that's pretty good. Good job,
Jimmy, I
Nate.
don't think you're helping.
Well, it's because
Jun trivia with Amy.
Nate
Jimmy
gets,
only wins when he cheats real bad.
I didn't cheat. Nate did really good. I want to point out that was his worst subject in school, and he got 1 point.
Probably wasn't his worst.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, remember he.
Did he
Okay.
say that?
Well,
Was that
that
an
one
inside
time
joke?
he said straight out of Compton, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Where's Compton at?"
Did I say that?
I don't remember. It sounds like pretty dumb. So
Probably.
on the bubble, you know.
Could
is
be.
it my
Jimmy.
fault? We talked to longtime listener, friend of the gym,
Oh yeah.
D Dunk.
Yeah.
Dunk wants us to go back to the Supple Kentucky type stories.
Yeah, he
Oh.
loved that.
He loved that.
He loved when we made up like a funny
Fan
movie
favorite.
trailer. Yeah, we should do that again because the Hallmark
So
one
the
was
question
really
is:
good.
Is did he like the Supple Kentucky better or the
Moonlight?
The
I don't
the
think he
one
said.
that where you were like the
Well, that was the one he brought up was the Hallmark movie.
So
He didn't bring up the Path of Totality.
I love that you remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
bring up the Path of Totality where I was a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Jimmy was the friar.
And your
Amy-
name was Juarez.
Yeah, and it was well, Zach wanted to call me like Tug or something.
Doug Juarez.
And
I love that.
Yeah, it is good. And then Amy was the head mistress at the local saloon.
Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty, Miss
What was-
Kitten.
I had a dope. What was my dope name? It was something.
Yours was
Rock.
no, it was you were the only one that was cool because like you got a cool cowboy character, and then you were something. Was
You're
it? It
a
was
blacksmith.
It was
Wasn't he
something
Vaughn?
savage.
Vaughn
was it
Savage?
something?
I don't remember.
No way, you don't remember the name.
No, dude.
Something
He slept.
savage.
What wasn't it? Vaughn.
It was something Vaughn made. Rage
Vaughn.
Rage Vaughn.
It's a cool name.
Zach's like, wow, I really did it.
Really, I did myself. Blacksmith is a very cool character.
No, yeah, it was, yeah.
In the
I
old-
love
in
that
the old
thumbnail.
West?
I love the thumbnail because I put Jimmy in the friar outfit,
That's awesome.
and he's standing there with his hands like this.
You guys want to make a new movie real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Amy doesn't seem down.
No, it's that that is grossing me out. You've taken like 4 swigs out of that, and the misophonia is killing me. I can hear the water sloshing, and
Sorry.
it's like I'm like staring at you like,
I can hold on.
your-
I can cut it out, but take a drink.
Use your words.
Hold on, take a drink, but then put the mic on your throat
don't.
and let me see if
I'll
I can
just-
hear it go down. I want to hear it.
First of all, it's not even that bad. I'm going to take a normal drink. Amy, take your headphones off if this is bumming you out. This is a normal drink. We'll see if you guys can even hear it.
That is so gross, and he's done that. This is like
Did I
that.
spill?
That's like the fifth,
over his
Did I spill just now?
that's like the fifth or
so
sixth
good.
one.
I'm sorry. Use your words. I'll stop things.
Dude, it's still
I'm
in your beard
considerate.
glistening.
Yeah.
We just lost like 12 listeners
No,
over
I bet
that.
you we got 12. I think so.
All right,
I
Amy,
think so, too.
where does this take place, this new movie? We'll go round robin.
Let's
style.
go somewhere.
Let's-
Let's go
let's-
somewhere we've never been.
What kind of movie do we want to make?
Nope.
Okay.
We need
Nope.
the setting first. I'm telling you.
Let's go somewhere we've never been. Okay, we did an old western town, and then we did like a quaint little southern
Mountain town?
southern mountain town.
Christmas Tree Farm, I believe.
Yeah, Supple, Kentucky. And it's like, where do we want to go now? Are we gonna go? We go tropic?
Ooh, yeah. Let's go tropical.
Tropical. All right, Jimmy.
We're in the Bahamas.
Going. I've already got something going.
Bahamas.
We're in the
Okay.
Bahamas. Oh, and I already know what we're doing.
Jimmy, give me a time frame.
Ooh, is it? It's
1950.
It's a.
1950, like just post World War II.
Okay.
Whoa! It's an era piece.
I'm going shipwreck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're marooned on one of the.
Oh, I was going to say we're looking for gold.
Shipwrecked in the Bahamas.
Maybe that's why we went.
Shipwrecked
We
in
were
the-
going for gold, but we shipwrecked in the meantime.
Dude,
Our
okay.
steamboat ran out of steam.
So wait, we have to come up with the name of this mystery island that we're shipwrecked on.
That'll be yours. Start thinking.
Okay,
You
so
need to go, like, what's the tone of the movie?
I can't get away from I can't get away from this thing where one of us, and I don't know who, but one of us like fall in love with an island girl,
A native?
a native. And I don't know why that popped into my head immediately.
It's Amy.
Amy's the island girl?
No, I fall in love with the island girl. I think is
gotcha.
what he's saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be cool to have some sort of element where, like,
So
somebody local is, like, for instance, she's betrothed or something to, like, a warrior, right?
No, she's the chief's daughter.
The chief's daughter, right? Exactly,
and she's never seen a man.
She's never
with blonde
seen.
hair.
She's never seen a white man with a mustache and,
and
blonde
she's
hair.
betrothed to a rival tribe because that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like.
creating
That's what
alliances.
immediately popped into my mind, and
I don't
then
mind
that way
that.
we can have some like. That way we can have some like, some chase scenes, some fight scenes on the beach.
For sure. I don't mind this a bit.
I don't like it at all. I don't like it. No,
Amy,
I'm
what's the
kidding.
name of the island?
I don't know.
Name of the island / name of the movie.
I kept
possibly.
thinking of like different names for like if we landed in a bay, like what we would call it.
Call it Bay because we were shooting for such and such bay.
Oh,
That's
dude,
what
I
we
like
were-
no,
Bay.
because
I like
in my
Bay.
head it went to like Thunder Bay or,
Okay,
but I don't really like that.
that sounds like a.
We'll keep working on it.
I know.
Thunder
I know.
Bay, Thunder Bay's not bad. It rolls off the tongue good, but I'm getting like theme park.
I know.
Amusement park off Thunder Bay, but that's not a bad name.
Well, you can't.
Shipwreck Cove.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Nate is part Native American.
Racially ambiguous.
You're part Native American, but this is the 1950s. So
I'm always
this is
racially ambiguous in our movies, dude.
well. This is 1950s, says Jim, and racially things are less sensitive then.
yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm not trying to say anything. It's just it is what it is.
Right. Historically, it's a fact.
But you're the guy. You're like the tracker. Like you're the guy that was
like
hired
that.
because when we get to
Ooh, the
you know,
guide. Yeah.
Is this like how like the SS Minnow went down and we had all the different people and it's like he's like the he's like the scientist or whatever
Well,
that's
that was
supposed
a
to.
Oh, dude, so I'm already there.
no.
Oh.
You're on the boat. We're taking you because when we get there,
You had hired me to go with you.
we know that there's natives, and because we're so racially insensitive, we think one native is another native. You know
Dude,
what
we
I
could
mean?
have
Yes.
we could have a sweet
just-
scene where you guys are chartering the boat, and then you're like, we have to go to this island or whatever, and then you're like, we need somebody who knows that area, and they're like, nobody goes there, it's cursed. And then they're like, there's one guy that might do it,
And that's you.
and then there's like a cool bar scene where you go to like some like
And Nate's just like on his 5th beer for the day.
yeah,
And he's
and
just
it's
had
9
a life.
a.m.
Yeah. You have a
And-
scar across your eye.
Oh, I love this character. We got to give him a cool.
You know
name.
what though? You don't do guns.
Okay,
You only have dueling hatchets on your side.
I like it. I like it.
See, I do give you good characters.
Yeah, I do. I like it. And then it'll kind of be like,
Should he have like
and I'll be in a corner by myself.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Should he have some kind of companion, like maybe a dog of some
oh,
sort? Or
I like that, Jimmy. Good call.
I think
Maybe
it's
I have something more exotic, like a parrot.
wombat.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
kangaroo.
I don't know, man. Maybe like you could be a guy with a snake across you.
I see you though as like, for some reason, I see
he has
you
an
as being
eagle.
like an eagle.
Yeah,
that's
like a
sick.
scout.
Or a hawk.
Hawk is sick. But you have some sort of kinship with it. Like, did you guys ever watch Game of Thrones? There was a guy who could like see through the crow's eyes, and they'd
Yeah.
send it. It was pretty nasty.
It's turned into a sci-fi now though.
Nah,
No,
I mean, there's something about your character that's kind of like
It's spiritual.
mystical.
yeah,
It's,
mystical.
It's like the spirit
What's
of your
what's the
grandfather.
attire? What's the attire for like 1950s like sailor stuff? Because with your beard and your hair, I feel like, is it the like what does it look like?
Well, I think Amy's a scientist,
Ooh,
and Jimmy is her attaché.
okay,
He's the guy carrying the luggage,
yeah,
and they have to put together a crew. And you're the guy that's going to be like showing us the ropes,
right.
and I'm the horsepower. You know what I mean? I'm the guy. I'm the demolitions expert.
Why do we need a demolition? Oh, you're the guy that's going to do the. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
blow
gonna
up
be the digger.
Yeah, we're like blowing up the side of the face of the mountain.
Yeah,
so
let's make you the hothead.
Yeah, for sure.
Where like something that you do is like, so, you know what I mean, where something happens and then you're like, we have to blow it, and then it's like, and Jimmy's like, no, we shouldn't yet, or whatever.
But,
or Amy.
but he's a little bit higher class though, so like he has a button-up shirt and like an ascot on,
oh,
and he's like he's taking it in like, oh yeah, you need this stick of dynamite.
He's like,
See, I think I'm.
I feel like he also has a cigar hanging out of his mouth the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time, just
But I'm
because of
definitely
his
like-
current
yeah,
state.
He's chewing on it.
Yeah, I like
but
it.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
like new money. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't raised this way. Like I clawed
Yeah.
my way to the top.
I'm also getting-
And I'm real rough around the edges.
I also think you should be well traveled too, where it's like right before this,
I
you
fought in
kind of
the war.
dropped something where it's like you were in South Africa doing something
I
similar
fought in the
for
war.
like 4
And he's
years.
a little bit harder on you just because of who you are.
Yeah, this is, and Amy's the scientist.
Yeah. Now the question is,
But she's like-
the question is our plan to double cross them?
Oh wow!
Do you know what I mean?
Oh wow! There, so like she's got like, and she's got honorable intentions.
Wait,
Amy's
why are we going to the island?
we
Well-
need some scientific reason why you want to go so bad.
There's a
Maybe.
Well, I
maybe-
want to go find gold.
Maybe Amy's character
Or
has
diamonds.
been excommunicated from the scientific community for this one thing.
Right.
And then she's like, I'm going to go and prove everybody wrong. And then she's kind of like,
no. You know what, Amy? We're taking you to go find some rare thing in the jungle, but we know that there's gold there. And that's what we're doing. We're
Oh,
like, yeah,
so she's-
we'll take you to get
oh,
your.
this is
She's more
turning
of a-
into like a.
Because
She's
then
like an-
I'm giving you money to
Yeah.
take me there.
Yeah,
She's an
we're taking your
archaeologist.
boat.
She's an archaeologist
Okay.
going after some kind of artifact.
I like it. This is good. It's kind of turning. What's that Matthew McConaughey movie? We were
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold.
It's more Jungle Cruise with the
yeah,
rock.
yeah,
Yeah. I think you're going for the Spear of Dashiki, which is the artifact you're looking for. And we're going to do war with the local tribe because they have a ruby the size of a, I don't even know.
Tangerine.
They have tangerine-sized rubies. And
Okay, what are names?
yours is I kind of want to because you're like this, and I'm using 1950s terms.
Okay, sure.
You're
Just for
like-
sure. Think about what you're going to say though before
You're
you say
this
it.
like you said racially ambiguous, so I want to mix two like culture names. Like you're like Coyote Bill. You're like a thing in a regular like
like a
white
thing
guy
and a
name.
regular thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
Scout.
didn't like that.
I was just gonna say like Tuck Smith.
Tuck?
Smith.
Dude, Tuck's a cool name.
Ooh, and
I-
it stands for something. Like your name is long, but you have like this name that you go by that's
Yeah,
more
it's called
Americanized.
Tucker.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like we always have to refer to Amy as Dr. something. Like, I feel like she should be like Dr. You know what I mean? Where maybe though, Jimmy, like at some point. So wait,
She
so who's
needs to
going to
be-
fall in
she
love with
needs-
the island girl?
Hold
Is
on.
it you?
Yeah, for sure. We need to name her Doctor, but the last name is like another word, like Dr. Love.
Oh,
She has to be
yeah,
something like
yeah.
Dr. Hope. Doctor.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
There should be something in there. There should be something in there where Jimmy always calls her like Dr. Hope the whole time.
Yeah.
And then there's a part where like he saves her from like falling off a cliff or something, and she's like, "It's Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth." You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or it's like Elizabeth.
We'll do their story in real life pretty much, but just on the island.
Or it's
where,
Elizabeth Hope, and she's like, "Call me Liz."
Yeah, see? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of want your name to be like Wolf's Howl, like something. But we call you Wolf for short.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
I don't know.
I have a tooth. I have a necklace with a tooth on it.
Yeah,
Nobody knows what it's from.
it's a turtle tooth.
It's not a shark's tooth.
I guess it could be a shark's tooth, a turtle tooth.
Oh, but
It's
it
the
would,
be-
ha-
it's
it would
the-
have to have a story of like you got this on some.
It should be something that
excursion.
looks hardcore, and then Jimmy's character. I don't know what his name is yet, but he's like, what is that? What's that necklace? And he's like, like where it doesn't have a good story. It's just
It's your baby
dumb.
tooth.
Yeah, I would be like, oh yeah, that's my dead bird.
No, dude, I think
it's like
he
the skull.
goes-
It's like the beak of a bird.
I think he gets too familiar and he goes to touch it, and you snatch his wrist, and you're like, this can only be touched by the chief's son. You know, like you have a
yeah.
like
Yeah, but you
gave-
know that we're going to have to use the tooth at some point to open a door or get into something, and he's going to have to sacrifice the tooth
I feel
because
like
and lose it
can I say
to
something?
get to the next step.
I like that.
or we find it washing up on the shore, and we think that he's dead, and then he comes to save us all at the end. It's
See, that's
something
I
like
was
that.
just about to say. I feel like my character needs to die.
It was like some kind of key that was given to you as a kid.
Yeah.
Man, I think we're onto something here.
I really like this movie. Yeah. What's Jimmy's name?
Dougie.
I really do like Elizabeth Hope.
Yeah.
That's a great name. And then
and
she can
the
be
whole
like
time she can be like Dougie,
Dougie.
the bags,
Dougie.
something like not.
See, I feel like
we need him to be emasculated the whole movie so he can save her, and it's like this thing where it's like, I never
realized.
I never saw you like this.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah.
the button up is opened.
Yeah.
He's got soot on his face because he traversed a volcano.
And then there's a
for her.
really intimate scene near a waterfall in the woods. All right, but hold on. I want him to have something like Watson, you know,
Carl Watson.
where
there's
it's
more
like,
to him.
well, yeah, where he's got this thing that nobody really. It's not a major thing where he's like, he doesn't bring a big deal to it, but like maybe
Right.
he was in the war too or something.
Yeah,
Like he was like, because like Watson was a doctor in the war, and like they don't really cover that, but then he'll just randomly be like, oh, I can fix that, and then he'll
Right.
save somebody's life.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
His parents were defected like KGB operatives.
Yeah.
Something.
But I want a name where it's just like that one name like that.
Okay.
Where it's like, but it also I feel like it needs to be more sophisticated.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. It may not be. Maybe it needs to be more buffoonish.
Like
You know.
Nugget.
Nug.
Nugget Watson. Nugget Johannesson. No, I don't know. We could name him like
And she should say Mister before it.
we could be overthinking this where he's just Joseph. He's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
The bags.
What's your name? The Bags.
Chet.
Chet? No.
Chet, no, that's not very, like-
too-
I don't
That's
think
not-
that would have been a name around like in the 1950s.
I think we need something like
either.
William. Like I feel like the 1950s is like
Can I be Max or Mac? The demolition guy needs to be kind of tough, right?
it doesn't
Or do
feel
we go
right. No,
other
but
way?
remember he was saying you were wearing an ascot or something.
Theo.
But he's new money, so he could. What would be a
Theodore.
common name of like the lower kind of people?
I don't think that names are like that.
Well, I'm just.
We
like,
could probably
it's
Google
not-
what's a really popular.
Trash name.
Yeah, what's a real like low class name?
Yeah,
in
if
the
we want to
1950s?
cheat and use Google, we could do that. Let's come up with it. We're four brains here.
Let's call him Huey.
Huey's not. I kind of like that name for Jimmy's character.
Oh, that is good.
Huey.
Huey.
Huey or Herbert or I don't know.
Huey. I like Huey.
Huey is good. I
Yeah,
like it.
because then she could be like Huey, the bags,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, right away, Dr. Hope, and then like does his thing. This is
Maybe I can be like Chance.
no.
That's the 1950s name.
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't. It feels too like.
What do you give me some parameters here? What are you looking for?
Well, he said that you were new
Clifford.
money.
New
That's
money.
not bad.
We call you
Cliff.
Cliff.
Cliff's not bad.
Cliff Duggart. Cliff. I don't know.
Valentine.
Cliff Valentine is good.
Clifford Valentine.
Maybe you should have like a little thing in between where it was like it's like Clifford the Tank Duggart, where like that you'd be like that's what they called you in the military or whatever. So like it it stuck with you over the years. We'll workshop it.
how
We'll
about
workshop it.
How about I'm Clifford Bloodbath Valentine?
No.
And hold on, I give you Bloodbath as the name, and then you find out it's Clifford.
What about if
And
your
you
name
guys
is
call
like
me
something
Cliff.
like Clifford Sally Valentine or Clifford something like Tiffany
yeah.
Valentine, and then when we hear your middle name,
It's
we're
like a
like
funny moment.
It's the
we're
same joke I just made, but opposite. I like that one better.
Dude,
Yeah,
but then
yours
we're
is
like
good.
we are mocking you and calling you
That's really
Sally
good.
or Tiffany.
Yeah,
That's really
Sue.
good.
Leslie.
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 Do we like his last name is Valentine, or do we also
I
like?
kind of like the last name Valentine.
Do we like McGrath better?
What was it?
McGrath.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Clifford.
Maybe we
Clifford
should go.
McGrath.
Maybe we should try to stick with like we need to pick something Scandinavian because he's like blonde, and it'd be like
Hans.
more. Hans is not bad. Hans Valentine. Hans the
Ruger Valentine.
Ruger. I don't think Ruger was maybe the 50s, maybe probably. I don't know.
Rug.
What's okay? So let's
Sorry.
backtrack here. All right, let's pull this all together. All right,
What's the name of it?
Doctor. Yeah, think about that as I'm saying this. Okay,
Jungle Love.
Dr. Elizabeth Hope. Dr. Elizabeth Hope and her assistant Huey are outcasted from
The scientific
the
community.
scientific community because Amy believes that the spear of
Tashiki.
Tashiki is on island is on
I don't know.
Somewhere in the Bahamas,
right something bay.
and she has it triangulated, and we will sail into.
Our shipwreck's on,
And we're going to have to avoid
okay.
the Bermuda Triangle while we're...
Excuse me, and then
Full Moon Bay.
so that's not
Crescent
bad.
Moon Bay.
Dark
Moon Bay.
Dark Moon.
Dark Moon Bay.
Oh, what do you guys think?
Sure.
No, you're not feeling it.
It's good. It's good.
Anyway, so they set off on their adventure, right? They get to do they hire you before they come charter the boat?
I think they find us on the island.
See, I kind of think we find one of you before we start.
Yeah, see,
I
because
think-
Huey here can't.
It should be like we leave a main area, and that's where they pick up like me out of that bar or saloon or whatever it is,
Right.
and then whatever we're calling it, and then we get the boat from there because I'm the guide.
So we're from England, and we find Zach from some kind of rural area.
Okay. Pig farmer.
Somebody's like, we need somebody who's like a dynamite, like explosive specialist, and they're like, we need somebody who can also help us excavate.
Yeah.
and
Also,
then they're like,
also, it's like, okay, that's the sales pitch. You're saying it to me. I'm like shoveling hay.
yeah,
Like I left that life behind.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was. And they're
Get
like,
on out of here. It's gonna be dark soon.
dude, what about something like this? It's relative to your job, so it's like Hans the Fuse Valentine. You know what I mean? So it's like the
That's
nickname has to do with like you blowing
Yeah.
up stuff, and they'll be like, you're like, I haven't heard that name in years,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, you slit a pig's throat, you're you're slaughtering something.
Yeah.
We're like you're kind of unhinged. That'd be funny.
What wins me over to the voyage though? Is it gonna be like?
Money.
Yeah, it could be. So am I greedy? Is that the thing? And
Maybe they say the name. They're like it's supposed to
Oh,
be
I
in this
know.
island, and then you're like,
It's something that like his great grandfather or something told him a story when he was a kid, and there's something like that. He's like, what?
yeah, you have unfinished business where you were like in this area, even though that's not where we end up. It's like in this area is supposed to be like tribes that have these rubies that are like,
Yeah, I like that. If we don't go with that, I want the angle of like, I'm not coming back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
leave this world behind.
yeah.
I got
Either
one.
that, or you have been in that area before.
Yeah.
But like a bunch of your dudes died,
Right.
and then you were like, I'll never go back or whatever. And then either that or she could be like, we're going to the so and so location, and then you're like, you can kind of see that like it hits you.
That's where the Navy took him.
Yeah.
And he remembers that it was a bloodbath there.
Yeah, dude. Look at him. The PTSD's already
I don't
kicking
mind
in.
that. I don't mind
He's
that.
just
bit.
staring into the distance. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
All right, guys.
And
I don't
so
really have
we pick him up, and then we go out to this.
So are
like
we
our-
getting shipwrecked?
Yeah, how do we get shipwrecked is the question.
And are we shipwrecked on the island
we're not-
we're
I guess we're
supposed to
not-
be on? Or are we getting shipwrecked on like a
guess we're not
completely
shipwrecked
different
anymore.
island?
No,
We're not shipwrecked anymore. We sail into an island that's buildings and it's got things, and it's like we're going to this remote one where like chances are you're not getting into the bay at all. You know what I mean? And it's only indigenous people there, and it's like this is a suicide mission, and it's like
Right.
you need
we pull into port, and that's where we find Nate at the bar.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about it, trying to find a local, and that's where we run into him. And he's like,
yeah.
Just
I
drop-
like it. I like it. Can I be like very well tanned and like jacked?
oh yeah.
Sure.
We can't spend that kind of money on CGI.
Shut up.
But
I could do it.
you
I
look
could do it for the movie.
you look like you've just lost everything in your life every day.
Right. Maybe I do have something like that where I lost my family to the plague.
Hair's a mess, and then
Hair's a mess.
when you finally agree, you clean up and you look real nice.
Yeah. And I'm oily.
No,
Oily.
Dang it.
you never look nice.
That's ridiculous.
No, I mean that's just not your character.
and let me guess, it's yours? It's your character?
No, I'll be dirty too. That's fine.
No, you got an ascot.
We'll be a couple of the dirties. I don't care.
I
I was never married to the ascot idea. I'm seeing you shirtless with one of those leather.
Same thing I wore in Path of Totality.
Was it?
Yeah, no shirt and a leather vest.
Oh no, it wasn't leather vest. It was one of those like leather holsters people wear under like jackets for guns. But that's got your tomahawks in them. Your hatchets.
Nice.
It doesn't have to be.
Can I have like a harpoon, like a giant shark harpoon,
No,
and I could wear it on my back? All right.
you're just trying to be Aquaman now.
I imagine Jimmy in a bowler's hat.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, with his mustache, but he's wearing a bowler's hat and then like that brown tweed.
What's a bowler's hat?
It's like
What Watson would wear.
yeah, it looks like what Watson would wear. It's like, you know, the top's really rounded and then the rim is shorter.
So like
and
a
they
top
wear it.
hat, kind of?
No, it's
yeah,
rounded
except
on
it's
the top.
rounded on the top. It's like that. It's shorter. It's not as tall as a. It's not as tall
It's a
as.
preposterous hat.
It's hilarious, but I think it
Preposterous.
was that before that time frame. I don't know if that's 1950s.
What about a golfer's cap? Like a tweed hat?
Like a newspaper boy.
Yep.
That's not bad at all.
Extra.
That's
That
not
guy.
bad.
I don't know.
For some reason, I see Amy in like safari clothes, like,
Yeah.
but I kind of maybe she shouldn't be wearing that. Maybe
No, she's dressed. She's dressed for the terrain.
yeah, I kind of think so too.
She's a woman of science. She understands.
Or I'm not
that.
dressed for the train, and then you're like, hacha, hacha, and you cut off my heels.
Oh,
That's sick.
that's great character development right there. I chop off you're wearing heels. Maybe she's in a dress and she's got an English accent.
I don't mind that. Doctor, what do we call her? Dr. Hope.
Yeah,
Hope. She's
Dr.
from
Hope should
England.
be like-
Elizabeth Hope.
Moved to the States.
where I'm kind of like you guys wouldn't make it 2 seconds, and then I like slam another beer, and then she's like, I traveled across the world. You know what I mean? Like to come here,
Sir. Yeah.
Where Jimmy talks to me
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Jimmy talks to me first, and I'm like, hit the road, kid. You know?
No, I think she talks to you and you only talk to Jimmy.
Oh,
Because it's that, like,
that time frame. I'm very
Yeah.
sexist. Okay, sorry,
I like
Amy.
that.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I think I'm, like, spitting game the whole time, though. Like, I'm that guy.
Oh, you're trying to hit on Amy?
The whole time.
Oh, wow.
I'm a real...
And Jimmy doesn't like it.
I'm a real horn dog.
Yeah,
You know
Huey
what I
doesn't
mean?
like it. Yeah.
Huey's not about it.
Dude, I like that. That's a good.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, where they're both standing there, and he's like, she's kind of standing there, and then like you're kind of standing there too, and then you're like, something along the lines of where you're like, we don't see this kind of pretty scenery around here, or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then Jimmy kind of comes up fumbling with all the bags, you know, and then
Yeah.
he's like, and then but you can tell he doesn't like that you're trying to
man.
put the Mac.
Just, or I'll be like, you know, the wind from that South Sea can get pretty chilly at night. We better bunk up.
I like
And Jimmy's like, that'll be quite enough.
There's plenty of room for us all to have our own quarters.
Quarters.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
This is so good.
But halfway through the film, like, I'm talking to Jimmy. I'm like, you gonna make your move or what, boy?
Yeah, that
know?
you're the one that pushes him. Where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is meant to be.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
you're like, you're gonna have to make your move
Yeah.
before you miss the opportunity of a lifetime. And
Oh,
then he's
man.
like, where you're the one ultimately that then. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good. That's so good.
I
So
like it.
we got like the first half of the movie now.
I
so-
kind of imagine that I don't talk very good.
Yeah.
I kind of imagine that like,
Or at all.
yeah, just words, just single words where
Just real
Jimmy's like,
gruff.
what's going on? And I'm like, bad waters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, rough water.
I could say something real cheesy in there too, like where I kind of understand you, and they're
Yeah.
like, "How do you?" It's like warriors have their own language. You know what I mean? I get really over the top.
such a douche.
I know. That's what I'm going
I
for.
love it. I love it.
Or Nate says stuff that's like kind of incomprehensible, like, you know, like when people have that really southern, like Louisiana accent,
yeah.
and you're like the only one that can understand.
That would be
Oh.
fun if I'm like, well, there goes one of them around here, like, and then it's like Bayou,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, you're like, there's a lot of sharks in these water up around and you're like, what?
What would be funnier is if
How'd you get sharks out of that?
Yeah.
what would be funnier is if I just lied to him, He's like, oh, no, no. And you do the whole thing. And
Yeah.
like, what did he say? He said, it's up here.
Dude, that's really good.
And that's how we get shipwrecked.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I like that. This is good.
Hey, guys, we did it again.
But we have subtitles on for when you're.
This thumbnail is going to be so hard for me to do.
But we have to have subtitles on for just your like accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, calm them down. Yeah, they pop up at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's good, Amy. Yeah. Where I say a bunch and then at the bottom it says yes. You know?
Or they could be really funny, too. Like, you're just cracking jokes on Jimmy the whole time.
Yeah, and he doesn't even know I'm talking bad about it.
And then
right?
Zach's
Yeah.
translating to like 3 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, he comes out as bowler, and you're like, what is that? You're just like,
Then when we're on the island, we uncover this ancient civilization.
Yeah.
I think we might have to have a part 2 for this.
yeah, let's go part
This is definitely a trilogy.
PT2.
No, I don't know if it is, but
Yeah, because we stay and help with their civil war, I'm pretty sure.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We find something bigger than us.
So if I'm gonna die off, I won't be. That's it for me. My contract's up after the first movie.
I don't think you die off in the first one.
Okay.
Maybe have an ambiguous.
I mean, it could be
Death.
like Roseanne. You know, the one daughter was there, and then they found somebody else, and then you got to come back. You know,
Or we
It
just
gets recasted.
or
Yeah.
we bring in new characters every film, and just you play that, and just really
you're a native in the next one.
screw with our viewership.
Like
Just
I get rid of like I have something different, like different hair.
Yeah.
Like no hair, like shave my eyebrows off.
You know, it could
no
be
ha-
sick.
No hair, no beard.
You know, it could be sick. You know that this could get way too. Whoops. This could get way too mystic or whatever. But the thing you're wearing won't let you die,
Ooh.
and so you die, and we see it, and we're like heartbroken.
It would be cool if it played out that way, where you guys the whole time you don't know if it's real or not. It's like, oh, he's just lucky.
Well, maybe
But then
the
there are
whole
other
reason
things where
we
it's
asked
like,
you to
does the
come
truth
with
actually
us.
work?
But
Yeah.
maybe the whole
Yeah.
reason we asked you to come with us is because like your great grandfather was like somebody who was part of like an expedition or
This is good.
found part of a treasure,
Yeah.
and like it had never really been brought home.
And you're really 200 years old.
That could
And
be
and
sick.
and your tooth or something sparkles, and like one of us like understands like that's what the meaning.
Maybe
of the
there's like
tooth is.
designs in it, and it like it glows.
Yeah.
The lining in it, like
Yeah.
whatever's carved in it glows.
There's like 4 or
That'd
5
be sick.
times during the movie where there's like what we think is a close call, but you're actually like dying and coming back to life, and we don't see it.
Whoa.
Until we finally see it.
It's where I just get skewered through the chest.
Yeah, or like
Then I'm like, wow, that.
Or like I'm blowing something and it like a rock wall comes over on top of you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, how did that not crush you?
and I'm like, oh, it missed me.
Yeah.
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 Dark
Could be
Moon
good.
Bay.
Dark Moon Bay.
I like it a lot. What's gonna be weird is like, you know, I mean, it's gonna be an expensive movie to make, you know, but
Green screens, you know? You know
it's
how
gonna
they
be
do it.
expensive movie to make. And then there's there's gonna be like a 30 to 40 second makeout scene on the boat.
Well, I was gonna say Zach is gonna be sweating the entire time during it, and he's gonna be like,
We just like we're like cut, and then somebody comes out and like has to pat
Yeah.
your forehead down and get the sweat off you.
Or there's just somebody off screen holding a fan the entire time, and my hair's always blowing.
Actually, I think we'd probably want that. We'd probably want like we're kind of dirty. There's like a general glaze on everybody of sweat.
Yeah, I
'cause
think
it's
it would definitely
tropical.
add to, if he has a
We've
shirt.
been talking about this so long.
yeah,
by
we
the way,
probably
time
need
just
to
flew.
wrap up.
Time just flew talking about that.
Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe.
I should
We're
try
out.
to make a movie trailer. I'll try to get a song.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, I'm saying like maybe
It'd be your-
just vocally.
It'd be your second movie trailer.
Yeah,
Hey,
it would.
hey.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it
It'd
would.
be your second movie trailer you've
Yeah,
ever
dude.
been
And I was
started.
the hero in that one.
Yeah, you were pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, dude.
We're definitely posting that.
What was it? Dude, I completely forgot about that.
I'll never forget.
There was a friend of ours growing up. She was in she does like graphic design and like photography and films and stuff like that. And so for one of her classes, she had to do like a movie trailer for one of their film classes. And so she asked us all to be in it, and then she asked me to do like the movie trailer voice or whatever, and then we edited it after the fact, and it was like, I think it was called Ghost Hunter. I think it was called Ghost Hunter or something like that. And
Do you
they're
have
like-
it?
I could probably find it and show it to you guys at some point. I don't know who has it.
Dude, it should be on YouTube.
It was so
You
funny.
could put it on here.
We're gonna.
And it
That's
was
what I
like-
just. Yeah.
And I don't remember what my name was, but it was so funny because there was like a section where they were like, where it was like starring so and so, and then I had like a fake name. It was so funny. But no, I just meant like audio for this
I know
one.
what you meant.
Where it could be like the music and stuff, and then. But the only thing is, I wouldn't. Maybe this is what I should do. Is that I can cut this out, but maybe what I should do is that I should have you guys like we can record just like each of you saying a couple lines. So then that way, as I'll put in like epic like Pirates of the Caribbean type music, and then it'll be like, you know, whatever coming this fall, you know, and then the music can come in and whatnot, and then we can have scenes where Amy's like whatever, like
Better
that's-
brush up on my accent.
yeah, where she's like she's yelling about something, and then like the music's
Yeah.
going, and then it's like I can put in explosions and
Oh,
everything,
man.
make it like, dude, I'm pumped about this.
This fall,
Yeah,
a movie about it, and it's like with gratuitous violence,
Yeah.
over 90 minutes of nudity. Just a bunch of dumb stuff.
over a full 90 minutes of nudity throughout the film.
You'll see 48 pairs of butts. Doesn't make any sense.
they say it like that?
I don't know. Give them something to think about.
Oh, that's so good.
We watched. We've been watching these like Histories Mysteries
Like, what is this
shows.
noise?
and
Mysteries, mysteries.
One we watched on like Stonehenge and like the mystery of Stonehenge of like why this was built.
Oh,
Stone.
that's interesting.
But he got that one wrong.
He did
That's
not.
interesting.
I did get that one wrong.
He got it wrong.
You
He
said
got that one
England.
wrong.
I said Indonesia.
He
Yeah,
said
no, he got it
Indonesia.
wrong.
How did you watch a show?
And actually,
about
I
Stonehenge?
did that trivia before we watched it because we watched Stonehenge like 2 days ago.
Either way,
That incriminates you.
do you feel like
Didn't
because these
pick
people
it.
are able to do a lot of things that I don't think most people can do these days. So do you think that we're getting dumber as a race?
I have something to say on this topic.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, we're not getting dumber.
Well, I mean, like the common
Well, because
population.
you're talking like for Stonehenge, they're like it's kind of an architectural
mystery.
mystery.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like how did they get these stones here?
So,
They're so big and heavy?
These are multiple different routes we could take here. I want to start with this was debunked after the fact, but probably like 15 years ago, there was this thing that went viral that was like how it was like the 8th grade graduation test in like Nebraska in like the 1800s, and the questions on it were like how many bushels will fit on a such and such by such and such trailer, and there was like this kind of high level math, and people are like, see, we're getting dumber as a society. And my stance is like, if you don't need to know that and your brain is occupied by other information, you're not dumber. It's a new scope of knowledge.
yeah, because it's like we don't necessarily need to do like giant rock.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need to know how to make bread because I can buy bread.
Right.
So now the more interesting topic, I think, is like how did they get these multi-ton rocks across the land and then up in the air? And what's even more interesting to me, like for sure the Great Pyramids and Stonehenge and was it Machu Picchu or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Like there's tons of those. However,
Cathedral.
have you? Yeah, dude.
Insane.
So you go look at these like 200-year-old like cathedrals and even some of the castles, and you'll see like there'll be like an archway, and then there'll be like 200 of them in a row, like perfect. And this was done with hand tools, and it was pulled by a horse and cart in the 1800s. Like it's equally as to me.
It's insane.
Have you-
To
ever-
me, equally as crazy as like how did they move 20-ton pillars across the desert for the?
There's
pyramid?
like the staircase that's in that one church that they commissioned this person to build, and I can't think of where it is,
I know what you're
but
talking
it's
about.
like the wood that was used isn't found anywhere near there,
Right.
and like the perfection of how that spiral staircase is built
Right.
would have taken such knowledge and skill that like
in probably a lifetime.
yeah,
So
and it was like
on
just
that
done in
topic,
however many.
I've
months.
joked before about like not believing in the moon landing. That's mostly a joke. However, that was in 1969. Was that 50 years ago, roughly 53 years ago, 54,
Yeah.
something, 5? We can't go back. Like we've lost the technology to do that because we went a different route. Like we weren't trying to go back there. So just in the last 50 years, we can't really. Well, we could, but we can't replicate to today, tomorrow, the moon landing. You know. So that's very easy for me to believe that these techniques and things were lost throughout time, because like that just seems I mean, I'm not screaming aliens, like aliens put them there.
Yeah, there's weird things too that I've seen about some of the structures where they talk about that they're like, why would they make the doors so big?
Right.
And like there's certain things set up for different like heights.
Yeah.
And they're like they always say like it was giants. And I've heard that one about like so they then like the giants help move big stuff or whatever.
But also manpower. Like if you think about like, granted we have like big heavy pieces of equipment to move things now, but back then you had hundreds and hundreds of people who were all committed to this to make things like happen.
So if you read in the book of Numbers, and this is relevant to the pyramids, if you read in the book of Numbers, it labels how many people, and I think it was just men. You might fact check that, but of each tribe was, and it was in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, per tribe. And I'm pretty sure those cats were enslaved for like 400 years.
Yeah.
So it's like millions of people times 400 years of lifetimes. I said that in a really dumb way, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, they always show too, like thousands of people with ropes,
right,
or whatever they have.
I think what's more preposterous is how did they have so much rope? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want my most outlandish take here, before I go to aliens, I'm going to giants.
Yeah, see, that's what I've seen that a lot, where people are like, I could believe more that it was giants than aliens.
Well, on History's Mysteries, they didn't offer up giants as one of their, because they go through all the different theories.
Huh.
Well,
and giants was not one of them.
Obviously, there's pictures of Bigfoot, so like things.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there was 1,000 people your size working on this?
Yeah, everybody would have been smaller then, probably.
Right. Well, obviously pictures can be photoshopped, but I've seen pictures of like giant skulls and giant femurs. There's probably an explanation for that, but I don't know. That just doesn't. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, especially if you have a race of people that are slaves. I'm even taking out of like the biblical angle where like Goliath is in the Bible.
Right.
Take that completely out. If that's not your cup of tea, I get it. You have a race of slaves. How crazy is it that like the biggest children are now betrothed, and we're just like breeding giant children?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. I mean, we've seen that happen in other cases of slavery.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Now, what are giants?
Yeah.
6'8", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
That's like a regular person today.
Yeah, it's a bit. If you had Brian Shaw's,
right?
Now
the femur that I saw
is crazy.
Would have been like double digits, like 10, 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
That is the one I like. If I can pick the outlandish one that I want it to be, I want it to be that one.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, did you see? I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw a TikTok of somebody did like an AI. They asked AI to do like a I don't know what you call it, like a computer generated like scene of them doing the pyramids, and AI automatically added in giants.
Oh,
did you see that?
No.
So like he just asked it to do it, and then after it was done doing it, there was people like pulling stuff around, and then there was like 10-foot tall people with like carrying giant stones. And he was like, "Why did AI automatically put giants in there?"
I thought you were going a different route with that.
Oh no!
Because I don't know if you guys have heard that. I think this is just funny, but this is going to be one of the problems with AI. Like, they're trying to be inclusive, with AI, which I think is ultimately like a good thing. But they'll do like let me see a rendering of like signing the Declaration of Independence, and it was like a bunch of like women of color and like very few, which like that's fine, but like in terms of historical accuracy. Pretty sure they weren't there.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what you were going to say.
Well,
it's like
no, yeah, it's like it could. Yeah, it's
like
all women.
Only women doing it.
Yeah, it's only women and children.
My coworker Jeff uses. He has ChatGPT, and so he has just been having fun with it. And he did somebody's vows. Like at work, and I jokingly was like, he was like, I could write your and Jimmy's vows, and so he just put it in, and then he was like, here, read this, and it was like you just give a few little details about like how the people met or whatever, and it was like what I was saying to him was like, I'll always be your co-pilot. Oh. And it was so funny. I almost like asked him to screenshot it, but I didn't. But
he can go back in his history and send it.
Okay, Jim.
We should do some. We should do some.
That's a good.
I will have you read them on air. So.
Yeah, that would be great if we read them on air. We should use AI for some stuff and then do a segment with AI.
And we should also do a podcast on the road live cast from the chapel when these two get hitched.
Oh,
We'll hot mic them. Put a little earbud in their ear.
yeah, dude. Are we like
have
just doing a
we'll
podcast?
have, we'll
or are
have
we
more
actually
information
like,
on that in the future.
Are we actually announcing?
Oh,
Like, are we doing like football style, or are we doing like a podcast?
Me and you could just do it and let them have their moment. I suppose we could do that.
Because I kind of
You
I
guys
really
could
want to
be
be
like a commentating the wedding, like
I'd be like
play by play.
Be like, all right, so we have the groomsmen coming out right now. Looks like we're wearing the Joseph A. Banks fall
A.
collection.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And we do it that
So-
style where it's like like Versace,
Oh, I like that.
what do they call that? Where it's like just all about fashion.
Oh, I do like that.
Like
Yeah.
a
What do
runway.
they call that? Yeah, it's like
You'll be really factual and nice, and I will just roast everything.
Yeah.
I'll be the one that's like bringing it down a notch. You're trying to like dig us out of the hole.
Yeah.
Like Amy is looking beautiful in her gown, and Jimmy looks like, you know, he looks like a Teddy Graham in a suit. Like I'll just like
Yeah, and be like, you just everyone that comes out, like somebody comes out and you're like, all right, should have gotten measured again, high waters, like, and
Yeah.
then you're just taking shots at
I'm
people.
just like roasting the bridesmaids. Just
Oh,
like
that's so funny. Like
3 out of 4 still drunk.
You're like, bridesmaid number 3, you're like, little too much makeup. Like you're
I'm comparing the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. I'm like, they don't have a shot. There's no chance.
That's good. I like it. All right, we need to end this out because I got to go.
Well, it's
Okay.
been fun.
This
Yeah.
has been a good one.
Where are you going?
Home.
Okay.
None of your business.
Yeah, none of your business, Jimmy.
None of your beeswax, dog.
I was just asking, just making small talk, but it's
Make
time to
it-
go.
Make it with somebody else, you know?
It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.